Hey there, science fans. Have you ever stopped to think about how much you use your cell phone? It's with you almost everywhere you go. From texting friends to scrolling through social media, playing games, and even doing homework, our phones are our constant companions. They've become an essential part of our daily lives, but they can also connect us to germs. Think about it. We put them on different surfaces, and they pick up dirt and microscopic organisms. So, let's talk about cell phone hygiene and why it's important. You might be surprised to learn that studies have shown that the average cell phone carries more germs than a toilet seat. Think about that for a second. It's kind of gross, right? But it's true. Our phones come into contact with so many different surfaces throughout the day, picking up all sorts of bacteria along the way. Some of the most common bacteria found on cell phones include Staphylococcus aureus, which can cause skin infections, and E. coli, which can cause digestive problems. These bacteria can easily transfer from our hands to our phones and then to our mouths, noses, or eyes, where they can enter our bodies and potentially make us sick. Now, I'm not saying that every time you touch your phone, you're going to get sick. Our bodies have immune systems that help fight off these invaders, but it's still important to be aware of the potential risks and to take steps to minimize them. That's where cell phone hygiene comes in. Just like we wash our hands regularly to remove germs, we should also clean our phones regularly to keep them germ-free. It's a simple habit that can make a big difference in our health. By incorporating phone cleaning into our daily routines, we can significantly reduce the number of germs on our devices and minimize the risk of getting sick. It's all about being proactive and taking control of our health. Why are phones such a magnet for microscopic troublemakers? It's the perfect storm of conditions: warmth from batteries and hands, dark, cozy pockets or bags, food crumbs and sweat, a feast for bacteria. The longer we wait, the more germs multiply. Section 2. Meet the usual suspects, common culprits on your phone. So, who are these microscopic tenants taking up residence on our phones? Well, some of the most frequent offenders you might encounter include Staphylococcus aureus, a bacterium known for causing skin infections. Imagine getting a nasty zit from pressing your phone against your cheek. Yuck! Then there's Escherichia coli, or E. coli for short. This bacterium lives in our intestines and can cause a range of unpleasant digestive issues if it finds its way from our phones to our mouths. Think about that the next time you answer a call while eating. But it's not just these two troublemakers. Streptococcus, which can cause strep throat, and Pseudomonas, which can cause ear and eye infections, also join the party on our phone screens. These bacteria might be invisible, but their effects are definitely noticeable. Section 3. Beyond the surface. It's not just what you see. Now, you might think that simply wiping down your phone screen is enough to evict these unwanted guests. But unfortunately, it's not that simple. Those tiny crevices around the buttons, the spaces near the speakers and the charging port are all perfect hiding spots for germs. Think of it like this. Cleaning your phone screen is like sweeping the floor, while cleaning those hard-to-reach areas is like vacuuming under the furniture. You need to do both to get everything truly clean. And just like you wouldn't use a dirty mop to clean your floors, you shouldn't use just any old cloth to clean your phone. Certain materials and cleaning solutions can be harsh on your phone's delicate surface. So it's important to use the right tools and techniques to keep it both clean and damage-free. Section 1. The touchy-feely relationship, our constant contact. We love our phones, there's no denying it. They're like extensions of ourselves, always within arm's reach. Studies have shown that the average person touches their phone thousands of times a day. That's thousands of opportunities for germs to hitch a ride on our fingertips. Think about it. We scroll through social media while waiting in line, text our friends during commercial breaks, and even sneak a peek at our phones during boring meetings. Don't worry, I won't tell. Each tap, swipe and type brings our fingers into contact with a potential germ haven. Now, imagine all the other things we touch throughout the day. Doorknobs, handrails, shopping carts, the list goes on. These surfaces are teeming with bacteria, and our phones become unwitting accomplices in their spread. From fingertips to face, a germs highway. But it's not just about how often we touch our phones, it's also about where those fingers travel next. We touch our faces more than we realize, scratching an itch, rubbing our eyes, or even just resting our chin on our hand. And guess what? Those same fingers that were just scrolling through our phones, now carrying a potential army of bacteria, are making their way to our mouths, noses and eyes. These are entry points for germs, making us more susceptible to infections. It's like a highway for germs, with our phones acting as the main thoroughfare. The more we touch our phones, and then our faces, the higher the chances of those microscopic hitchhikers finding their way into our bodies. Public enemy number one: phones as germ hubs. And if that wasn't enough, our phones also have a knack for going where we go. We take them to the gym, to restaurants, and even to the bathroom. Admit it, we've all been there. These public spaces, while convenient, are also breeding grounds for germs. Think about it. At the gym, our phones come into contact with sweaty equipment and shared surfaces. At restaurants, they rest on tables that have been touched by countless people before us. And in the bathroom, well, let's just say it's not the most hygienic environment. Each of these locations adds another layer of germs to our phones, creating a mobile petri dish that we carry with us everywhere. It's like a never-ending cycle of germ accumulation and transfer. Silent spreaders, phones, and contagious illnesses. Now let's talk about something even more concerning: contagious illnesses. When someone coughs or sneezes, they release tiny droplets into the air, carrying viruses and bacteria. And guess where those droplets can land? You guessed it, on our phones. Now imagine someone with a cold or the flu borrowing your phone, or even just touching it briefly. Those germs can survive on surfaces like our phone screens for hours or even days, just waiting for their next victim. So the next time you pick up your phone, remember that it could be harboring more than just your latest messages and social media updates. It could also be carrying unseen threats to your health. Fighting back your phone's cleaning arsenal. Don't worry, science fans, I'm not going to leave you hanging with a phone full of germs. We've got our own arsenal of cleaning tools to combat those microscopic villains. First up, our trusty sidekick, the microfiber cloth. Perfect for wiping away smudges, fingerprints and germs. Next, our secret weapon, disinfectant wipes. Look for wipes designed for electronics to avoid damage. Step by step, a germ-busting routine for your phone. Assemble your cleaning supplies. Step 1, power down. Turn off your phone and unplug it. Step 2, wipe it down. Use a microfiber cloth to wipe your phone. Step 3, disinfectant power. Clean with an electronics-safe disinfectant wipe. Step 4, detail work. Use cotton swabs for hard-to-reach spots. Step 5, air dry. Let your phone air dry completely. Case dismissed. Don't forget your phone's outer shell. Now, while we're on the topic of phone hygiene, let's not forget about our phone's trusty sidekick, the case. Just like our phones, our cases can harbour dirt, grime, and yes, even those pesky germs. The good news is that cleaning your phone case is usually a breeze. For most cases, a simple wipe down with a damp cloth will do the trick. If your case is looking extra grimy, you can use a mild soap solution. Just be sure to rinse it thoroughly and let it air dry completely before putting it back on your phone. And here's a pro tip. Consider removing your phone case every now and then to give both your phone and case a more thorough cleaning. It's like giving them both a breath of fresh air. Section 4. A word of caution. Cleaning products to avoid. Now, before you go on a cleaning frenzy, there are a few things you should avoid using on your precious phone. 1. Window cleaners. While they might work wonders on your windows, harsh chemicals in window cleaners can damage your phone's delicate screen. 2. Abrasive cleaners. Scrubbing your phone with abrasive cleaners is like taking sandpaper to its delicate surface. Avoid these like the plague. 3 paper towels. I know, paper towels seem harmless enough, but their rough fibers can actually scratch your phone screen. Stick to microfiber cloths for a gentle touch. Remember, science fans, when it comes to cleaning your phone, gentle is the name of the game. Use the right tools and techniques, and your phone will be sparkling clean and germ-free in no time. Section 1. Hygiene habits. Making phone cleaning second nature. We've all been there. We know we clean our phones, but it's easy to forget in the hustle and bustle of daily life. But just like brushing our teeth or washing our hands, phone hygiene should be a regular part of our routines. Think of it this way. Every time you wash your hands, take a moment to give your phone a quick wipe down with a microfiber cloth. Keep a stash of electronics safe wipes in your bag, car or desk drawer for those times when you need a more thorough clean. And here's a bonus tip. Make phone cleaning a family affair. Get your kids involved by having them clean their devices alongside you. It's a fun and easy way to teach them about hygiene and keep those germs at bay. Section 2. Timing is everything, finding the right cleaning cadence. Now you might be wondering, how often do I really need to clean my phone? Well, the answer depends on how often you use it and where you take it. If you're constantly glued to your device, a daily wipe down with a microfiber cloth and a weekly cleaning with disinfectant wipes is a good rule of thumb. For those who use their phones less frequently, a thorough cleaning every few days should suffice. And remember those public germ hotspots we talked about? If your phone takes a trip to the gym, the restaurant, or, gasp, the bathroom, it deserves a good cleaning as soon as possible. Section 3. Screensavers, protecting your phone inside and out. While cleaning your phone is essential for removing those invisible threats, there are other steps you can take to create a protective barrier. That's where screen protectors come in. These thin, transparent films adhere to your phone's screen, shielding it from scratches, smudges, and yes, even some germs. Think of them as a suit of armor for your phone, guarding it against the wear and tear of everyday life. But that's not all. Some screen protectors even come with antimicrobial properties, adding an extra layer of defense against those pesky germs. It's like having a microscopic force field protecting your phone from those unseen invaders. Section 4. Beyond bacteria, keeping your phone in tip-top shape. Now, while we've been focusing on the importance of keeping our phones germ-free, let's not forget about their overall well-being. Just like we need to take care of our bodies, our phones need a little TLC too. Avoid exposing your phone to extreme temperatures, like leaving it in a hot car or out in the freezing cold. These extreme conditions can damage your phone's battery and other sensitive components. And just like we need to stay hydrated, our phones need their juice too. Avoid completely draining your phone's battery, as this can shorten its lifespan. Instead, aim to keep it charged between 20% and 80% for optimal battery health. Section 1. A clean phone, a healthier you. Remember, science fans, just like we wouldn't go days without washing our hands or brushing our teeth, we shouldn't neglect our phones either. They might be small, but they play a big role in our lives and in the spread of germs. By incorporating simple cleaning habits into our routines, we can significantly reduce the number of germs on our phones. A quick wipe down with a microfiber cloth here, a thorough clean with a disinfectant wipe there. It all adds up to a healthier you. And remember, it's not just about protecting ourselves, it's about protecting those around us too. By keeping our phones clean, we're doing our part to break the chain of germ transmission and create a healthier environment for everyone. Section 2. Join the cell phone hygiene revolution. So, there you have it, science fans, the lowdown on cell phone hygiene. We've covered everything from the surprising amount of bacteria lurking on our devices to the simple steps we can take to keep them clean and germ-free. Now, it's time to put this knowledge into action. Join the cell phone hygiene revolution and make cleaning your phone a regular part of your routine. Together, We can create a world where our phones are tools for connection, not contamination. Remember, a clean phone is a happy phone and a healthy you. Stay curious, stay clean, and stay healthy.